everybody, this is Let's Be Real Brad, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite movies to watch around Halloween, 1982's Poltergeist. Poltergeist is directed by Tobe Hooper with an amazing amount of help from Steven Spielberg. At times, this movie feels like a Spielberg movie just from the set design, production design, the way how much fun it is, and how it kind of feels groundbreaking for its time. And Amblin Pictures, his own production company, was one of the studios that actually helped put this movie together, so I can definitely see that comparison. But it has been confirmed that it is a Tobe Hooper film by many people who have supported him and Spielberg, so how to get that out of the way, let's get to it. Why I love this movie so much during the Halloween time, because it just is so much fun. It's kind of cheesy, it's a little outdated, but the production design is absolutely tremendous. The visual effects are awesome, especially for its time. And the reason why I say it's for its time is because some of this stuff is a little outdated, but there's so many practical effects that they use to make so many weird and crazy moments. And they definitely had to put a lot of work into it. And you can tell that they went above and beyond to make it intense and make it super exciting. Sure, this movie really isn't scary at all. And even for its time, I think people didn't really find it scary. And so that's why I think it definitely is going to get a couple points off, because you're going for that horror movie aspect. But I do think this movie is extremely entertaining. And it definitely makes for a perfect popcorn during Halloween time. It's just so much fun. The family is great. I mean, there's so many, just solid performances that all work together. And of course, I guess you can give it a negative that none of them really have any character arcs. You don't really know anything about anybody, but the whole point of the movie is because they're supposed to be this relatable, average family that is just dealing with this poltergeist that's happened in their house, and, they shouldn't deserve it because they didn't do anything wrong for this to happen, and so that's why we automatically kind of feel bad for him, but it definitely is going to get some points off of that. What I love about this is that the first and third act are truly tremendous. They really flow by so fast. You get an idea of how everything's going to go, especially with Tobe Hooper's directing. Is really great in this movie. It's very sharp, and he tries to create as much tension as possible. Even though it's not necessarily there, you are in the edge of your seat. You do want to see what's going to happen. And you're just kind of sitting there having a good time. And it's a hard quality that so many movies kind of forget to have, that you need to be entertaining even if what you're trying to go for is not necessarily working. So like the horror aspect doesn't really work, but I don't think anyone is truly afraid of this movie. Let's be honest about that. Third act is completely insane. There's so much insane things happening. I'm just like, oh, whoa, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Trees are falling, cars are flipping, ghosts are destroying houses. It feels like a disaster movie. There's so much stuff that happens. Second act, though, is good, but you could tell the energy is between that first and third act, because there's a lot of investigating. There's a lot of, the ghost people coming in there and trying to figure things out. And sometimes they can slow the pacing, and it makes it feel like I'm not truly invested in this movie. I kind of was tuning out in so many moments because it felt like it was dragging a little bit. But there are cool and really outrageous moments that are in those scenes. I do love the character design of all these creatures that do come in there. They're very original, very disturbing, and very creepy. That definitely kind of kept this unsettling thing to me, as I always thought that they looked somewhat real. And if you try to think of it for a time, people probably like, oh, that's just weird. I don't know. I'm just not really about that. I think this movie is perfect for the Halloween season. Get a bunch of candy, get a bunch of popcorn, get your favorite soda, and you're going to really enjoy this one, because this definitely has 80s written all over it. I think there's a lot more good, and I think there's a lot more things that they did better than the average horror movies coming at that time, and just horror movies in general. It seems like they really tried to make this entertaining movie, and I think that's all that you can really ask for. I mean, there's so many iconic moments, there's so many iconic quotes from the movies that always resonates with people, and there's a reason why people always go back and watch this movie. It's simple, it's effective, and I think this is definitely a great recommendation. I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. Let me know, guys, have you seen Poltergeist? Have you seen the remake? What are some of your favorite Halloween movies that you love to watch during the Halloween season? I would love to know. As always, please like and share the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to me that you are liking my videos. Subscribe to my channel. You guys are the best. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next 31 days of Halloween movies video.